Analog mix bus compression or in-the-box mix bus compression? Does it really matter anymore? Today we're going to be putting that question to the test. On one side we've got the iconic sound of a real SSL 4K console, that punchy, glue it all together bus compression that engineers swear by, and then on the other hand we have the modern plug-in take on that style of compression, the XBus from Kive Audio. No modeling claims, no emulation talk, and no stinky promises. Just two compressors that are in the same lane, one analog, one digital, and we're gonna let our ears decide. I ran a stereo 2-track mix of a song that I'm producing through channels 1 and 2 on the console, and then into the onboard compressor going for about 3 to 4 dB of gain reduction with a 4:1 ratio, 10 millisecond attack time, 0.1 second release, and then I made some of that gain up afterwards. I then recorded it back into Pro Tools and then dialed in the exact same settings on the XBus plugin and did a side-by-side listen, and I'll tell you right now, I am impressed. But I don't want to spoil it. Let's listen together and we can talk about what we hear. And now moving on to my favorite part of the video, the comparison section. So I have 3 audio files here. The first one at the top is going to be my DAW audio. So this is just my straight from the production session. And then here I have the SSL print. This is where I ran my stereo outputs through channels 1 and 2 on the SSL into the bus compressor and then recorded it back into Pro Tools. So it's flattened there like that. And then down at the very bottom, we have that same DAW mix from the top, but this time it's gonna have XBus in the insert section. But first we'll listen to the Pro Tools mix without the mix bus compression. And then the SSL. And then the XBus. So one of the first things that I'm noticing is those orchestral drum hits are being brought forward quite a bit. So if you listen to the Pro Tools mix, the da-da-da-da, listen to him there, that's the dry. This is the SSL. Then we have the XBus. And both the SSL print and the XBus versions, those got brought forward. They're very impactful. I honestly think that they kind of did the same thing, which is really cool. And for me, the SSL and the XBus versions sound really similar. I actually don't even know if I can hear a difference. I want to play them back to back again really quick. And now there might be some subtle differences in some of the high mids, but honestly, it's not to the point where like I prefer one, and I might even not even be hearing what I think I'm hearing. I might be tricking myself at this point. All right, so my consensus is that both the XBus and the analog SSL bus compressors sound really good. I don't have a preference here. I can hardly hear a difference if there even is one. They both brought things forward. They both added glue and really just kind of brought the mix over the finish line. So obviously with the SSL, I had to print it back into Pro Tools, but I feel like I got the same results just using XBus, and I'm really impressed with this plugin. I've used it on every mix since I did the last video on this. What was this, like 2-3 weeks ago? Every single mix I've touched has had XBus on it. That's just it. XBus is awesome. I genuinely could not hear a noticeable enough difference, and some of you out there have superhuman hearing, so I want to know which one that you like best, as well as any differences you heard if you did hear differences. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, drop a like and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks so much for watching. So, analog or the plugin? Let's settle this in the comment section below. See you guys next time.